Grundig fans, I got so bored of Grundig I started working on other units now. So this is a beautiful Sony TC-440. The model number is not written here, but it's actually a TC-440. It's an auto reverse unit, and it effectively has 6 heads, but it does it by basically turning the head around, which is quite unusual. So that bulb's a bit bright. I might have to do something about that. But I did change the bulbs. That one's a bit down. I need to just raise it a bit so it doesn't stand out. Just move it up a few millimeters, but I might leave it. Those bulbs are very hard to get. You can see I had to get a whole load of these little ones. I got 1.5 volt bulbs, and I ended up using a little resistor, 3.3 ohm resistor, to drop the nominal voltage for that light, which is 1.8 volts, drop it down with a 3.3 ohm resistor, drop it down to 1.5 volts, so these lights can work and last a long time as well. The rest of the video will show you how I repaired it, what was wrong. Basically dry grease had jammed it all up. And that's about it. After freeing it all up, it plays beautifully. I recorded this in 7 and it's a 3-speed unit, so 7.5 inches per second. I recorded this, so let me show you it playing. It's beautiful quality.
Let's make a new start.
This is just a test recording I was doing, so of course I must play Jim Reeves. That's my test track.
Put your sweet lips a little closer to the phone. Let's pretend that we're together.
It's a bit late. So let me show you that. That's playing in that direction. I can play in the other direction, but I don't think there's anything recorded. So I do need to record something on that side.
Let's pretend that we're together.
Beautiful fast forward, very powerful. I had to fix that too, and I explain how I fixed it. Very powerful rewind. Whoa, that's going to scream along. And apart from that, it's pretty basic. When recording, it allows you to monitor the source of the tape, so you can actually monitor what is being recorded. So that's pretty good. There it is, TC-440. Just some basic auxiliary level controls, tape, nothing fancy, but at 7.5 inches speed, it's got really good sound.
Put your sweet lips a little closer to the phone. Let's pretend that we're together all alone. I'll tell the man to turn the jukebox way down low.
Beautiful quality, absolutely beautiful.
And you can tell your friend there with you, he'll have to go.
Now I just don't know which way is rewind. I always get that. That's rewind because that is rewind because it's actually playing in that direction, which is sort of different to all the others. Very powerful rewind. Look at that, full spool flying along. This sounds beautiful, but it's too late to turn it up. Yeah, I've got no idea how old that tape is. It's probably from the 60s because I collect a lot of old Grundig stuff and I get tapes with them. So that tape could be very, very old. It'd be nice to get a nice new tape or reasonably one within the last decade and try it because that is a very old tape. That's about it. So thank you for watching. The rest of the video is what I did to fix it and quite enjoying it. Bought it for $100. Pretty happy with it. Very nice. This is a Sony TC-440 auto reversing unit. Just want to show you what I've done to the heads. I basically used this Dremel with a fine polishing disc, sort of felt pad on it. I put a tiny bit of the Dremel cutting compound and clean the heads up. And very slowly, very gently, take off all the tarnish, everything. You can see how beautifully that's come up. It had a few marks on it, and it's now just come up beautifully. Hopefully it should still play, but yeah, it's really come up really well there. Beautiful. So that's a good trick to do, to clean up all the heads with the Dremel. And as far as the problem with this unit goes, one of the problems I've found is this this capstan here that sits here. That was seized, and I've oiled that one and taken it out, and we'll make it smooth. It needs to be able to flip and pull back very easily. It wasn't. The other roller here was really, really tough, and well, you can see it's still stuck in the shaft there. I actually got the shaft out together as one. It sits there. And I'll be pressing that shaft out. It's just the grease is solidly bounded on there, so I'll be pressing that shaft out, and then you'll see this one here should go there and flop beautifully back and forth, and the other roller should be here on this spindle, flopping very, very nicely. That seems to be one of the problems right now with it, so I'll fix that. The heads are pretty cool. Watch this. How it reverses heads. That's one direction. Stop. Now watch this. Ta-da! Stop. So play in that direction, stop, and play in the other direction. That is so cool. Stop. So yeah, I'll be doing some more work on this after this problem is solved, and I'll move on and see whatever else there is wrong. All right, second problem. The rewind and the forward was not working. That's the rewind, that's the forward over there. So what's supposed to happen is this, I'm taking it out, this roller sits here, and it's supposed to come, well, I'll try and show it to you, hang on. It sits there. It's supposed to push into contact with that motor wheel and this wheel here. Okay, so when this one goes up, that's rewind. When this one, which sits on this pole, goes up and jams itself in there, that's fast forward. So it wasn't going fast forward and it wasn't going rewind, and I took out to have a look here. You can see this little arm here, how stiff it is, and there's a bit missing there. That is meant to be loose and just flop around. So as this gets pushed up, it gets jammed in there. And you can see this one here, this just does not move. I'm putting a lot of force. It's supposed to go ding, 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 and jam the drive wheel up there, but it doesn't. This one is moving a little bit. So I'm going to take this out and clean these two things here, make sure they all open and close very, very freely. That should fix the forward, fast forward and fast rewind. That's what happens when these machines sit for a long time like this one.